Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Arizona Snow Bowl near Flagstaff, Arizona. I was here a little over a month ago and actually shot a video here doing some kind of like woodland photography and like the aspen groves out there. Today, I'm here to summit Humphrey's Peak, which is kind of just up there behind me, which is the highest mountain peak in the state of Arizona. I think at 12,633 feet. Maybe, I think I'm correct with that. I left my tripod at home on accident on this trip, so I'm going to try and film this video without a tripod, which might be interesting because a lot of my shots are normally shot on a tripod, so we'll see how this video turns out without the tripod, but hopefully it turns out alright and you guys can kind of still get an idea what the hike is like. But let's get this started. So I got up at sunrise to start this hike because there's a slight chance of thunderstorms later this afternoon. I want to get to the peak off the summit well before any storms roll in. But I don't know if you guys can see, there's a really cool cloud inversion happening down in the valley below the mountains down there. Probably just over the town of Flagstaff, actually. There's a whole cloud layer just sitting down in that valley. It's really quite cool. Got this hike underway. It's kind of walking to this first wooded section here on the way up to Humphrey's Peak. And since I just realized, I think last night that I left my tripod at home, this video is going to be a bit different than my normal videos because I kind of rely on a tripod pretty heavily to get the video shots in my videos. Because I use a lot of still tripod shots of me walking in the environment on the trail. Don't do a lot of handheld shots with video. So this video might be a bit different. Humphrey's Peak has been on my list to do for 5 or 6 months now, and finally getting around to doing it. The weather's pretty cool for being in August, I feel like. And I don't normally do early morning hikes, but there's a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, so I started this hike at like 6:30 in the morning, 6:45. Hopefully I'll be done early afternoon. This is about a 10-mile round trip hike with about 3,300 feet of elevation gain and then loss, of course, at the end. So pretty good hike. Might be kind of exhausted after this one, but it'll be cool to have a hike done in the early afternoon and then kind of have the rest of the day to just chill. We made it to the saddle heading up to Humphrey's Peak. Basically sitting right at tree line here. So everywhere from here on up, there aren't going to be really any more trees, no more protection from the wind. It's getting a little breezy up here. Looking to the south, we're a little bit above the clouds. You can see the cloud layer just down there. Flagstaff is down that way. But the really cool thing is to the north, there's still this complete cloud inversion. Looking north, we're almost like these clouds are hitting the mountains and just stopping out at the mountains and kind of riding up the mountains a little bit, but just stopping right there. That's really cool. So Grand Canyon is up there somewhere, buried in clouds, so you can't even see it. But yeah, that cloud inversion is something that's really, really cool to see. That up there is Humphrey's Peak, the highest point in the entire state of Arizona. I believe it's 12,633 feet. Feel like that's what it is. Anyway, we're gonna keep hiking and yeah, get up to the summit. One thing I want to talk about, since I am hiking a summit today, a mountain summit, the highest summit in Arizona, is mountain summits and photography. I feel like, at least in my opinion, at least, especially for my style of landscape photography, that mountain peaks are not the best places to take photos from. I don't think I've gotten a photo from a mountain peak that I actually thought was a good photo, or I liked, and I've kind of thought about it a bit, and I feel like it's really just due to the fact that there aren't really any subjects to focus on most of the time when you're on a mountain peak that's higher than all the other mountains around it. Sometimes if you're on a mountain peak and there's other mountains around that you can use as a subject, you can still get nice images of those. But I feel like generally the best images you're going to get are going to be from below the peak looking up at it. Alright, that's summit. A good example I'd use of this is about a month ago, I summited Wheeler Peak in Great Basin National Park in Nevada, which you can go watch on my channel if you'd like to see that video. But it was an awesome hike. Summits are a lot of fun, but I did not get any decent images from the actual summit because to me there's really no subjects to focus on. And I feel like my photography style is really, it's hard for me to say, but if I look at my own photos of the past few years, I feel like it's really based around focusing on subjects to put in the image. So when you're up on a summit, it just feels like there's really nothing to focus on. It's just a giant panoramic view of smaller areas, you know, that's hard to find something to focus your image on, build your composition around. On that hike, on my hike back down actually, I think I captured one of my favorite images of the year, looking back up at Wheeler Peak and the mountain peaks in Great Basin. And yeah, I really just love that image and how it turned out. That's it behind me. 12,633 feet. Highest point in Arizona. Well, that was summit of Humphrey's Peak. 12,633 feet above sea level. The highest point in the entire state of Arizona. Right there. Stood on top of it. There you go. I hope you guys did enjoy this video of summiting Humphrey's Peak, the highest mountain in Arizona, here in the northern part of the state, just north of Flagstaff, Arizona. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the topic I was discussing in this video, about photography from mountain peaks, how you feel about that. If you'd like to support my channel, you can do that on my Ko-fi page, which is linked down in the description. Basically, I just use that money to help me fund my adventures, because all of my trips that you see in my channel are all funded from working a full-time job. So yeah, anything is greatly appreciated. You can also follow my Instagram down below, and my website is also linked below in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.